Hey guys, RYuserpentine here, and it's time once again for YOKAIDAY Friday. This time I have 12 new QR codes for you, and I have 3 new medals. So let's get into it. First I'll show off the medals, so let's pause this for a moment. So I got 4 packs last week, and in 3 of those packs I got a new medal. First up, we have Undy. Where's the camera? There you are. Oh, you're upside down. Okay. There's Undy, and I have not actually put any of these into the watch yet, so... So there's Undy. The other new one I got is Azure Dragon. So let's put this slippery one in here. And let's listen to that again.
Azure Dragon.
And the last new one I have is, I believe Shrook is the correct name. So it's another slippery. So it's pronounced Shrook. Okay, I was pronouncing it Shrook, so I was pronouncing it wrong. All of these have been scanned to the app, so I am ready to give you guys the QR codes. So since I haven't been holding him anyway, here's Shrook. There we go. And let's get the music back in the background so at least there's something entertaining for you guys. Here's Azure Dragon. It looks like the light must be reflecting. Give me a moment here. This might make things better. There we go. Okay, I'm hoping that's good. Here's Undy. Got another Hungramps.
Messing up your hair, they'll trip you up, give you a flat tire, or make your socks go missing in the dryer. Yo, I make mischief anywhere, and you may not even believe they're there.
Tattlecast.
Let me introduce you to my friend. He's found a way to connect with them. He's got a yokai. He's gonna build a supernatural entourage. He can talk to the spirits. He doesn't have to fear it, and they're always gonna.
There we go. Another Komajiro. Wiglin.
They'll trip you up, give you a flat tire, or make your socks go missing in the dryer. Yo, I make mischief anywhere, and you may not even believe they're there. Let me introduce you to my friend. He's found a way to connect with them.
Komajiro again.
He's gonna build a supernatural entourage. He can talk to the spirits, he doesn't have to fear it, and they're always gonna hear it, cause you know he's got a yokai watch. He can talk to the spirits, he doesn't have to fear it, and they're always gonna hear it, cause you know he's got a yokai watch.
Komasan. Seeing which, how bad did everyone feel for Komasan at the end of season 1?
Causing you problems, messing up your hair. They'll trip you up, give you a flat tire, or make your socks go missing in the dryer. Yo, I make mischief.
Here's another Komasan.
And you may not even believe they're there. Let me introduce you to my friend. He's found a way to connect with them. He's got a yokai watch. He's gonna build a supernatural entourage. He can talk to the spirits. He doesn't
All
have
evil.
to fear it, and they're always gonna hear it, cause you know he's got a yokai watch. He can talk to the spirits. He doesn't have to fear it, and they're always gonna hear it, cause you know he's got a
And Tanbo.
yokai are everywhere, causing you problems, messing up your hair. They'll trip you up.
So there you go. There's all the new QR codes I've got. And as you may have noticed, I have some new stuff behind me because I like to use this as my vlog as well. So now it's time to stop with this music and just talk about some of the stuff that's going on here. So last week we went to pick this up. This is actually an early birthday present for me. It is, of course, the Mega Thunderzord, I believe is the correct name, from the second season of Power Rangers. Of course, it is adapted from Die Ranger. This thing is actually really heavy. And we'll go into more of this later, but while we were there, we also found out that the exclusive Five Nights at Freddy's plush for Toys R Us is Mangle, or rather, Funtime Foxy. And look, they've got their little tongue sticking out. I was mostly just going for the ones that actually appeared in game, but I mean, this is the Mangle, Funtime Foxy. I had to get her, him, whatever it is. So yeah, I'm going to talk more about the, again, I think it's the Mega Thunderzord that it's called. I had it all together now because it's the way that uses the most parts. Because this keeps falling off anyway, let's show off the sword here. This thing is really well done. Thing is, this Megazord is expensive, largely due to its size and that there's die-cast metal somewhere in each part. And for size comparison, here's the Dino Megazord. I have it as even as possible. You can see it's a good, like, 2 heads taller. Of course, you can't talk about Megazord without talking about its individual parts. So, I am going to be taking this apart. And since this makes up most of the armor, I am going to start with this specific sword, and you'll see it as soon as I get it all together. So first off, we have the Mastodon Lion Thunder Zord. I've never seen Die Ranger, so I don't know the actual names, but in the US, the Mastodon Zord turned into this one, so it's the Mastodon Lion Thunder Zord. As you see, it's a very, very shiny. Next, since it's an easy one to grab, we have the Pterodactyl Firebird Thunder Zord. This is probably the weakest link, but it's always been one of my favorite swords, just because it's one of the more posable ones with the wings. And the only bit of diecast that I think is in this one is just in the neck here, because that part does change with the change how it feels with the temperature, so that's usually a good sign of diecast. Then we have the Saber-Toothed Tiger Griffin Thunder Zord. Pretty sure most of the diecast in this one is just in this part up here, though there is a bit in the feet area. It's basically the same for the next one, which is the Triceratops Unicorn Thunder Zord. Now, of course, there's one Zord left from this. I want to make sure I have everything correct on this one. There you are. Okay. We have the Tyrannosaurus Rex Red Dragon Thunder Zord. This is, of course, the Warrior mode. And I'll be showing off the other mode later. Warrior mode is probably the weakest link out of everything here, and there's a reason for that, which I'll get into later. This is one of the few times where I'm actually doing some kind of review type thing. So, now that I have the Zords apart, it did come with the sled for the assault team. And this is going to be difficult for me to do and keep balanced. Okay. So first, let's get the Firebird on there. make sure that the unicorn is positioned correctly. I do believe that's correct. Yes, okay. So we add the unicorn. And the griffin. These do all just have places to snap in. And next we put in the lion. And the lion's the one that's the biggest pain. Just largely because it gets in the way of other things. So here's just the assault team. And of course, Dragon Zord Warrior mode. And that's exactly what I was afraid of happening. Okay. Where did Unicorn fall to? Whoa, okay. So everything kind of fell apart there, but I should be able to get that back without too much issue. They do stick together pretty well if you have them lying on the ground and you're just moving the sled, which is how you're supposed to play with it, but showing it off is a lot more difficult. Where did Unicorn? There's Unicorn, okay. Alright, I'm going to try to get this shown off. Alright, here we go. This Mega Thunderzord Attack Mode, I believe, is the name of this. And this is about as far as I'm going to be able to show it off, I think, without things. Yeah, okay. So that's enough of that. It's just going to keep falling apart. Before I transform the Red Dragon Thunderzord, here's its height compared to the Dino Megazord. So you can see why the Mega Thunderzord is so big. And this one pretty much transforms exactly like the old toy does. You put the dragon head up, take it off, put it like its little handstand, unfold pieces here, rotate the arms, pull the arms apart, forgot to take off the tail piece. So fold these legs down a bit. And this is where the weakness of the warrior mode comes into play. Because they did a really good job on the dragon mode. It has the same segments that Titanus has. So let's attach the tail and the head, so you can see the whole thing. If the thing will attach, come on. There we go. So there you go, the Red Dragon Thunder Zord in Dragon Mode. So the biggest link I find, the weakest link I find with this is the fact that because of the way the legs are made, the Warrior Mode is really, really unstable. But it does help a lot for the Dragon Mode. I mean, obviously you can't just have it up roaring, the head's too heavy for that. You do a bit more with the tail, but not a whole lot. But I still think it looks really cool. And of course, I have the White Tiger Zord Warrior Mode here. And of course, you can make the Mega Tiger Zord. So first, and this is the part I don't like about this, you have to take these pieces off. These are the back legs for the Tiger Zord. You then fold them up here to make room for the Zord Builder connections. Again, another part I don't like, you have to take off these silver pieces for the Tiger Megazord mode. This is because the silver pieces are designed to look show accurate for the Mega Thunder Zord, and it's impossible to have them show accurate for the Mega Thunder Zord and show accurate for the Mega Tiger Zord at the same time. It's basically a choice of one or the other. So anyways, you turn them back into feet mode. You lift up pieces on the back here, and they have little Zord Builder ports in them. And I'm going to be going more about the Zord Builder stuff later, because I've created something pretty cool with this before. So of course you just attach the Zord Builder ports to the pegs. So there we go there. And keep in mind, the Tiger Zord Warrior Mode is already the same size as the standard Megazord, so this, once again, becomes pretty huge. So next up, we're going to take the line, take off the helmet because it won't be used, unplug the legs from their sockets, pull these apart, hopefully without accidentally pulling the arms off. Of course, fold that down. Make sure you have these facing the right way. Attach them to the little Zord Builder ports here. And because those are Zord Builder, because these are Zord Builder ports on the bottom, you can just attach them as arms to another Megazord, just have little lion arms. Or if you have the current T-Rex Zord, you can attach it to one of them to its shoulder. Something I might do later on. And now we need a piece from the sled. So we take this piece here. There's a little place to slide it in here. Doesn't always like to slide in. Thankfully it worked that time. Fold up the helmet here. And there's a little spot for it to peg in on the back here. It's not the sturdiest thing, but it works. finally, we have the Firebird to attach. So this is important. You need to make sure that this is facing the correct way. And you can tell if it's facing the correct way because these little round parts will match up with the little screw hole here. So I believe I have it correct. And make sure you have the hand folded around that nice and tight. Okay, so I do have correct. And attach the Thunderbird. And this is the same piece that Thunderbird was attached to on the sled, so just use the same pegs there. And I'm not going to bother trying to show this when I have, when it's already hard to do when it's just down there, but okay, you attach the Firebird there, and it can attach on either side. And finally, lift up so that the visor is visible. And you have the Mega Tiger Zord. And again, for comparison's sake, it becomes about 3 heads taller than the Dino Megazord. I did mention Zord Builder ports, and I'm going to show the creation I had made before. So I'm going to take this Dino Megazord, I'm going to take off the Triceratops and the Saber-toothed Tiger. I'm going to detach the arms. Also going to detach the arms from the Tiger Zord. So just so you can see here. Detach the legs from the Tiger Zord, and they did that for me. So I'm going to attach the unicorn and the griffin down here. Attach the Tiger Zord arms where the mammoth ones were. Get the lion paws attached again because they fell off. Where's that other one? Ah, there you are. And of course, I'm going to be reattaching the Firebird. As soon as I figure out where the connecting piece went. Up there you are. Once again, make sure that it's connected the right way. Okay, I have it correct. Come on, attach. It's not always cooperative, but Megazords never are. And we have what I'm calling the Mega Dino Tiger Thunderzord. So it basically uses everything but the dragon from the Thunder Zord as the Tiger Zord's arms. So yeah, I just wanted to show that off because it's really cool. Expensive, but cool. I do wish they'd stop doing the diecast. I think they might finally be stopping because I know the Ninja Megazord, which is supposed to be the next one coming out, the Falcon's already out. The Ninja Megazord is supposed to be back to the $80 price point, so they might have started taking out the diecast. I can only hope, especially since they're going to want to keep doing the Zord Builder ports, definitely. They're too popular for them not to, and personally, I would hate to lose the Zord Builder functionality. But those ones have to be able to transform into really detailed-looking beasts, and it's going to be interesting to see how they pull it off with the Zord Builder ports. So I'm not sure that they'll even be able to have diecast without making it too expensive. So yeah, that's everything for today. I wanted to show off the QR codes, new medals I got, and Mangle back there, and the Mega Thunder Zord. So thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed any of my videos, please subscribe. If you enjoyed this one, please give it a like. I appreciate it. And as always, I will see you guys in the next video, and have a great time wherever you may be. Bye, guys.